So, welcome to a quick look at Wingspan. Now, this technically came out, I think it was 2020 originally. Also, thank you to Monster Couch for giving me DLC for this. I think I paid for the base game, but it's been a while. It's been years. We're playing this because it was part, I believe, of the Wholesome Direct showcase, because the DLC sort of launched around it, but the Asian DLC is now here, or the Asia DLC. This is a game about birds. You score points by playing birds in different habitats. They added one recently. I can't remember what it was. I could possibly even look in the store. Oh no, this is the store. Ah, there we go. So the European expansion, the Oceania expansion, and now the Asia expansion. Hello, Tavia. I also quite enjoy birds. So yeah, I think I picked up with the European one and then grabbed Oceania after. Might have had code for Oceania, not 100% sure. But you can play this online, but you could also play it with bots. So we're just going to do a little game. No, I don't want to play that. We'll pretend that's not there. Custom game. No, let's... Yes. Yes, let's just do easy, because I want to demonstrate what I'm doing, and if I'm trying to actually play, it's going to be a pain. So, you can have up to 5 players. Again, I believe you could now get a physical copy of this as well, if you like physical board games and things. Or up to 5 people online through Steam, etc. There are lobbies and things. Hello, Mossy. Yes, burbs. And you could also, again, I quite like playing this just gently in the evening, because you can, if it's not online, there's no timer stuff. So I quite like it as like a little evening thing whilst listening to something else. But there's loads of birds in it. Again, if you like birds, these are legit birds that exist in reality. We're going to put them into different places. The star burbs devolved. Yes, they did. They came back from the stars and decided they wanted to be birds again. I didn't even twig when I lined them up that there was 2 bird demos or games next to each other. What is this game mode? This is new. Standard game mode for 2 to 5 players to play against humans. This is a duet mode for 2 players. Oh, that's new. I'll investigate that at a different time. So, let's go in. So, this is the turn order. I think every round it does. I think I told it to swap the turn order to make it fair. But the way that this works is, on my turn, I will take one of 4 actions. I will either play a bird from my hand, gain food, and activate forest bird powers. Don't worry about that. We'll come back to it in a minute. Lay eggs and activate grassland bird powers. Also, don't worry about that. Or 4, draw bird cards and activate wetland bird powers. Again, don't worry about that. For those of you who are Wingspan nerds, we're playing with everything on, which means that the weird cherry blossom thing is also there. Can't remember what that's called. From Oceania, which I've forgotten the mechanic for, so this will be fun. So, there are also things tied to the rounds that have bonuses. These are here. So, for example, at the end of round 1, there are 8 turns in round 1. That also diminishes every time. So there will be 7 turns in round 2, 6 in round 3, 5 in round 4. So you have to be mindful. You're not going to have as many moves at the end of the game, so you have to set some stuff up sometimes. Don't worry about it. So, for round 1, with our 8 turns, at the end of those 8 turns, we will get scored bonus points for the amount of worms that our birds have cost to play. And again, don't worry at the moment. We'll get into it properly in a sec. I'm just telling you what it is. We'll come back to it. So basically, we're going to be looking for birds that cost those green worms to play. Or maybe they're caterpillars. I can't exactly remember. So that's priority 1. I'm ignoring donut. That's a terrible pun. But yes, there are some in the game, I think. The second round, the person who has the top number of eggs in the wetland zone will get top points. Third round, it's just the total number of birds you've got, which is slightly nightmarish. And then fourth and like least amount of rounds, turns. The number of birds with this specific nest icon, which don't worry if you can't see it, I can, that's the main thing. No, I can see myself on YouTube. Interesting. Oh. Hello, the chat server went down for me then as well, but YouTube was fine, so I'm not sure what's happening. You didn't really miss anything other than me mid-explanation. I do not know where exactly the root cause of this is. It is hot. There has been... Oh my god, I wonder if the thunderstorms in Kent and that screwed up some internet infrastructure. The Friday night ones. It is also the first day. I'm not actually on it yet, but I've been given access to the 2K beta streaming program for Twitch. And I don't think it's going to be that, because I'm not on it. But as far as I know, nothing else has changed. I'm trying to monitor this stuff. It's been very, very funky all day with like proper drops. But it's so warm, and again, the weather has been so bad. Like thunderstorms wise. Maybe something's a bit bust somewhere. Anyway, what was I saying? I was saying... Oh, it's gone. So we need to be looking in our opening hand. For certain things. We ideally want birds that fit all 4 of these areas. If we, being really fussy about it. But our opening hand, there are no birds with the specific nest that I'm looking for. So these are the nests. You also have the number, like the score on the bird. So this stork-billed kingfisher will cost me 2 fish to play. This is a new Asian card of the Asia DLC. I can score 6 with it. That's its nest. Again, not a huge deal right now. A lot of this is quite overwhelming if you've not seen it before, so don't panic. They also have an activation thing, so every time you do something in one of these habitats, you'll activate the cards in it. So when it says when activated, choose any one of the food dice. Again, you need food dice to play the specific birds. So you may cache fish, the supply. You can also put eggs on them. So this can have 2 eggs. This is not really what I want. Also, I need to swap to the controller. Which means no more pointing at things, but that's fine. Actually, can I bring these up? Oh, yeah! There we go. It's a bit bigger there. We're looking for birds that cost green worms / caterpillars to play. We're looking for birds where I can lay eggs in the watery area. 3 is just, like, loads of birds. As many birds as I can by round 3. Round 4, birds that have that specific nest icon, which we don't have in the opening hand. I can keep 5 things amongst the birds and the food. So these, but also these down here. I think the general rule of thumb is pick 2 birds and then some resources so you can play some birds. Generally. Now, I've only got 2 here. I've only got 2 here that have worms, whatever in them anyway. It's the blue gosbeak and the American kestrel. Now, the blue gosbeak, if it is in a specific position within a habitat, when you use something in that habitat, you can move it to another one, which could theoretically mean that I move it to the water area and then move it out again. Could be quite handy. Sometimes the more birds you have in one habitat, the better the dice roll for food is, the more eggs you can lay. So being able to move him could be quite handy. And then I think I'm just going to get the kestrel. Again, these are the only two that have got worm bug things on them. And then I'm going to get a worm, a mouse, and a wheat. In the hopes that I can roll for more stuff later. But I can immediately play the kestrel then. And then I get a bonus card. You can get more bonus cards as you play the game. So, like, you might have a bird that when you play the bird, you get to choose another card from 3 bonus cards. These are both a bit shit, sort of. The first one is birds in your habitat with the fewest birds. So you get 2 feather score points, whatever we're going to call them, per bird. Actually, no, sorry. No, because the total birds in round 3, I'm supposed to be just putting down as many as I can. So technically that's okay. It would synergize with the concept of just trying to play as many as possible. The other one only applies to 13% of cards. I like that there's a percentage on the bottom of the card so you could judge it. We have one of those. These are birds that have a skull power, so they eat mice and things. Oh no, actually, sorry, no, I have none. No, because the kestrel doesn't have one, but a lot of the, like, predator birds will. I think. So I'm going to go for ecologist. So, my turn. I would like to play... Everyone else has played things. I can actually go and see what they've done. So if I go round to... Here we go. I go round to player 1. They've played this grey butcher bird in the forest area. If I come back round to myself, I could play either, actually. I could play this, but I'd actually quite like to play this so that I can put that in there, and I can use the... Yeah. The pink flower is basically like a joker card. You can replace other foods with it. You can also pay 2 of a different type of food if you haven't got the right food available to you. I'm going to go with that because I need the worm for the other thing. Yes. There we go. So I have played my kestrel for turn 1 of 8. It's counting down here. So I have 7 more turns I can make before the end of this round, and we'll be scored on how many worms are on our bird cards. I also will need to get more birds. You may have noticed that I have 1 and I could play another. So we need to go down here to the water habitat, which is where you get your birds from. Oh my god. Hold up. When activated, discard a card. No. The common nightingale can go anywhere, which means it can go in the wet habitat for the eggs. Oh no, but then hang on. Hold up, the star. So that star icon for the nest means you can use it in place of any nest. So this is the... When I was like, we need some good stuff in the starting hand, this specific one, yes, it costs worms. In fact, it costs 2 worms. I can put eggs on it in the watery area. It's a bird. And also it's got a star nest, which means it will count for that last one. So I will be taking this specific card. Thank you. And now we need to get enough food for worms. There's also stuff from the Oceanic DLC. This, like, the star and the pink thing that's going on the far left of the screen. I can't remember exactly what it means, so we're just pretending it's not really there for now. I need some food. Oh, there's a worm. There's a worm in the dice area. I want this worm. Yes, and then I can afford to play this graceful Trineer. in here when it's my turn. Someone took a card. Thank you. Yes. Yes.
Graceful Prinia.
Thank you.
Prinia's nest is an oval pouch woven out of grass with a side entrance near the top.
Thank you. Right. I need some food now. In order to put this guy down. I've got 4 turns. This is not the most ideal thing, but... we're just going to do this. See if I can afford it. I'm playing against 3 computers. You can't play solo because it is an end game like score thing. You can bring it down to like 2 people. But I've got it set to easy AI because it plays quite well, and I want to be able to play the game without being utterly shit. Because they can kick your butt. They've introduced with the newest DLC a dual version, which is quite nice. Not ideal from the bird feeder. I don't want another worm. I want a wheat. I could either roll dice not in the bird feeder. If any mice gain 1 mouse and cash it on this card, that will end up like scoring at the end of the game. Again, don't worry too much about the finer details of scoring. If I do gain 1 worm from the supply... right, okay, I'm going to try this. It's not ideal, because it's still not going to give me the extra wheat that I need to play this bird. But I do need some... I will need some eggs for the next round, so I'm going to use this turn to just set up. And hope that when it comes to my turn again in a minute, there's some wheat down there. Because otherwise it's not the best thing I could possibly pick. I could pick it and then pay 2 food resources that aren't right to make up for the missing wheat. But I feel like I may as well just try and gamble this here. Because, again, I need birds with eggs on them for round 2 and 4. I also then get a chance to roll all the dice that are not in the bird feeder. So that's the thing that I just looked at where I said there isn't a wheat. So there's 3 that are spare. If I roll them and any of them are birds, I can cash... sorry, if I roll any of them they're mice, I can cash a 1 mouse on the bird. No, this time. Rude. You can play remotely through Steam, basically. So I think you do all need to have it to play. I don't think you could do play together on this. So yeah, I just play... so I play it... like, I think it is timed when you play online, or you can set a timer up. I am just playing with AI so that I can just vibe and be chill with it. But again, there's 3 difficulty settings. So if you wanted a challenge, you could. And I will try the dual thing later. Please tell me there's some wheat. Yes, there is some wheat. Wheat. Yes. That means I get to just play it. The last turn of the round, I get to play the last bird that I have. It's a bit janky. I really should have some more birds going into round 2 prepped, but this is what we got. Any remaining pink food resources are discarded at the end of the round. I will keep that reminder there because I will forget, and I'm going to play you in here because it doesn't actually matter where I play you. Really, it kind of does. If I play this here, you'll notice on the background of these cards, as you go up them, so you go from this side to this side, more stuff happens. So by the time you get to like here, you can roll 4 dice. 3 or 4 food dice. So you can generate a lot of food, right? By putting the grosbeak here, or the grosbeak, whatever it's called, I am basically cutting out the last dice, the first of the dice roll things that you get with no birds, which is just 1 dice. So by putting him here for the first time, like turn, when I go to get some food, I can get 2 dice instead of 1. He will move though, because he is to the right of all other birds in the habitat. So basically, if he is on this side, the outermost side in any lane, I have to move him. But that's fine, because when I move him, I'm going to move him to the wetland area and give him some eggs. Which means probably for round 2, I need to start by drawing a bird card. Otherwise, he's going to move again. I need him to not move again. Nailed it. If I had not played that last card, I would not be getting first place in 4 points. With the playing against like 4 computers, you need all the help you can get sometimes. Depends on what the specific like randomized guidelines are. We will need birds in the water. But also the mistletoe bird is any... Right, hang on. I can also draw a random one. I might regret it. Mystery draw. Oh. Actually, no, that's fine. That's fine, because that's eggs. That's the right nest. And it's quite cheap. I think that's too expensive. But maybe not. No, it's fine, because I'm going to do 2 draws. Okay, I'm going to take that. Yes. I'm going to discard an egg as well. This was the plan. Discard an egg from this card when I use this lane, because it activates everything, all the brown abilities that say when it's activated. Activate that. Discard an egg. By doing so, I get a worm from the supply, which I can then use for one of the birds down here. Yes. I do need to put as many eggs into this area as possible. Let's go up here. Okay. That's not horrendous. Have seen worse in terms of food options. We can get that for the bird of prey, and we can get the wheat for the other thing. I'm going to move you to the water. Bye! Because then we can put eggs on you. Eggs. Oh, I need to sneeze. Choose a food type. Oh. Oh, is that me? I get to choose. Thank you, Pelican. Oh, we all got a pink one. I see. Sorry, I misread that. That's still fine. Oh, you're going up to get your hair cut? Okay, Cliff. Cool. Cool, cool. I hope it's not... Oh god, it is a bit hot out there still. A bit sunny. Please be careful of the sun, thank you. It's still 22 degrees. Yeah, eggs. Bye. I don't know what we're having for dinner. We'll deal with that later. Oh god, it might be pies. Why we picked some like very like hot, warm foods this week? Not thinking through the heat. You got 26. Yeah. It's not It's not, it's going to get hotter. All players lay 2 eggs. Oh, shit. Thanks. That doesn't mean that everyone's going to have an absurd amount of eggs. Eggs. Ooh, I could just play you now. That might be a better idea. I need to make sure that you have got eggs on you. Go on then. Oh no, yeah, that works. Of course it works, because the worm is the anything, any food, and then the pink flower is turning into one of the wheats because it's a joker. Select a bird from anywhere to spend an egg. I will select this bird because it does. The further you get down these lanes, you will have to pay an egg cost to create another bird, which I forgot to mention because again, this is a complicated game. It's a good board game. It's really fun. But it is definitely one where it's like, it will take you a couple of plays to go, oh, actually I should do that in this place. And I don't know what I'm doing.
These birds, also known as swamp hens, may form social groups
Swamp
that
hens?
share nests and chick-raising duties.
Swamp hens. Oh, actually, no, we need eggs. Choose a food type. 3 turns left. Need to make sure that I've got as many eggs in the habitat as possible for the end of the round. Oh no, I don't want to skip this power. Sorry. Roll. There you go. Now I've done it. I have 2 more goes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 more eggs down, and then I'm going to put the Cooper's Hawk down in the forest. That rock pigeon would be very good. Play another... Hang on a minute. Hold up. No, actually. I am having this. Play another bird in your grid. Play its normal cost with a 1... Yeah, I'm getting that. Actually. Mostly because that is too good for the other players to have. Like, they can't have that. If they have that, it's also very cheap. Pardon the pun. And next round, which is coming in a turn, it's the sheer amount of birds that you have. So I need cheap and cheerful. And I'm also going to take this rock pigeon. Am I going to play an egg for a card as well? Yeah, fuck it. Let's play an egg. I'm going to discard it. Oh, I'm not going to discard an egg. No, ignore me. We're not doing that. I don't have a spare egg in another territory. Habitat. Lay on an adjacent bird. These are the ones directly above, below, to the left and right. It's like 3D fucking chess, but with birds. So if I had one that was in the 3rd lane here, I could lay it there. And I think technically this cycles round to the forest. I'm not sure. But I'm going to lay it there. This bird cannot be moved. No, that's the plan. You're locked in, bitch. You're not going anywhere. Discard an egg to gain a thing from the supply. Yeah, actually, because if I lay 2 eggs, that still works. Yes. And then I have 2 worms in the supply, which means I can play the combo that I've discovered for next time. We can play this and this together. I should have the amount of like resource cost, egg cost, all of that. Someone really likes berries as well. Last round. Any pink flowers will be used up. I don't have any. Lay my last available eggs in the area. Let's see if anyone else has more than 8. 8 is not a lot, I don't think. I did set it to easy, so it might be less. Oh my god. 2? No one else tried! To be fair, if they didn't have the right birds... Also, you can have a sneak peek at how it's going for the future rounds. So, like, round 4, only me and the pelican have even got 1 bird with the correct nest. Round 3, someone's got 6 birds, I've got 4. So next turn I'm going to put 2 birds down, which will catch me up, assuming other people will as well. But I've won the first 2 rounds, so that means I've got a guaranteed 9 points. Others have got some, but it might help. So, the next thing I was going to do was we're going to come up here, and I was going to play the Grey Warbler. When played, play another bird. Same area. Play its normal cost with a 1 egg discount. It'll cost me 1 egg to play. Oh, I don't have to play it. It's going to be free. I will also pay a berry. Why not? Let's use the berry up. And I will play Cooper's Hawk. And I will pay that. That was unbelievably cheap for what just happened there. It's not pricey at all. So I'm now basically having to try and shuffle down as many birds as I can in round 3. I have 5 turns to do that in. The rock pigeon can only go here. I would like to play it. I will have to spend an egg, but that's okay because we're on the 3rd round. So the situation with the eggs here has been resolved. I can use these eggs to get more birds. I ideally don't want to use all of them because at the end of the game they will be scored for points.
These birds were domesticated before 3000 BCE as message carriers and for food.
She's probably a little bit too quiet, but I've enjoyed vibing with the music. So, I need to get more birds. I ideally want more birds that fit the nest situation. Hang on. What have we got in here? 2? 2. I'm going to spend an egg. Yes. I'm going to discard from that one because this one lays an egg on an adjacent bird when it's activated, so it will try and lay there and it can't because it's full. So I can pick 3 cards. I need stuff that's in the other 2 zones because currently they only have 2 in them. What? Sure. Two. Oh, actually very helpful. And I'll take you as well, why not? Done. You. Yes, I will gain 1 thing from the supply. Good. Okay, can I go up here, please? Yes. So I'm working out if I'm... What have I got? 3 turns? Yeah, no. Let's play you now. Because I've only got... I'm running down on turns. And again, this round is about shoving as many birds out there as possible. So, if I'm not careful, I'd forget to play them Can I play you as well? Oh my god, I can. Go on then. It will cost me 2 eggs, but we can make the eggs back. Go. Christ, okay. It does mean I'm going to get to be able to roll for 3 dice. And I would like this fish. I would like this worm. And I will take this worm again. Yes. That skips. That can go there. Look for a card behind the deck. If its wingspan is under 75 centimeters, tuck it behind the bird, otherwise discard it. Goodbye, Bold Eagle. There's a milling mechanic, kind of. Just as funsies with certain things. If you get, like, certain birds down really early that do that, so they predate on other birds and then gain score on them. And then at the end of the game, your card might have, like, 20 on it. Oh! Yes! I am 3 birds ahead of everyone else. Excellent. Okay, last round. 5 turns in this last round. I'd like to get this lesser frigate bird down. Because... And then I need to start laying stuff in it. I need to put eggs in nests. I need 1 extra fish. I will then take that, and I'm going to re-roll. And I'm going to take, for now, that. Ah! Cash that in. Yes. Beautiful. A 3 birds ahead sounds like another example of Americans will measure literally anything except metric. Yeah. Okay, I need to put this down, and then we have to... Eggs need to happen. No. Actually, yeah, we do need to use that up, sorry. It's alright, because that will disappear at the end of the round. I can't turn it into anything. So I will use that up. Oh my god, I have... We're running out of eggs.
Lesser frigate bird. Frigate birds love to eat fish and squid, but they also eat seabird eggs.
If I could put something down in there, this would be better than it is, but it's not. All players lay 1 egg. You lay 1 additional egg. Hang on, so if I activate this, I'm going to lay like 4 eggs just based on this guy, the rock pigeon. That's absurd. Okay, so... the end round. This is the final round of the game, 2 turns away. At the end of the round, we all get scored based on how many of that specific nest or a star symbol we have with eggs in. Not how many eggs are in them, just 1. You get maximum 1 point per bird. So 1, 2. Yes. All players lay 1 egg. You lay an additional egg. I could choose to block people from that power if I wanted. We could not activate it. But I'm not a dickhead. So I'm going to put those there as well. That's 4 eggs I'm laying off of 1 bird. I can then re-roll and cash that. And I think all the birds that are viable for this have an egg on them. At least 1 egg. So I can now use the last 2 turns to just lay more eggs. And, like, this rock pigeon thing is silly. Yes, they're all getting eggs, but I'm also getting more eggs. Ah ha ha ha. 1 egg. Again, these don't count. I'm just putting them wherever. Oh, actually, I will also discard some food. Since I've got it, to lay an additional egg. Let's go. Yes. No, I've got 10 eggs. I can have 26. 1 more turn. to just push more eggs, because also if they haven't got the capacity for the eggs, they've got nowhere for the eggs to be laid, then they can't do it. They just have to sit and watch. So I'm just sort of hoping that by knowing that I had more birds going into this round, that maybe this works. So, eggs. Yes. I'd like to discard some more food. Yes. Yes. Birds with eggs. Yes again. Here we go. And that is the final turn. Let's see what it comes through as. So we'll have the bonus round, like the 4th round, like, objective score. Then we'll have the score for all the things added up. Which is why I was like, don't worry too much about the finer points of this. Because I played this for quite a while now. And it's about kind of learning how it works. Also, again, I've got it on the easy setting so that I was not going to struggle whilst trying to show it to you. Which is why I have basically absolutely dominated all the bonus points. So, it should hopefully now, I think, count up the score for the overall game. There it is. Oh, this is... I didn't do this bit. This is the mechanic I said that came in the last DLC and I'd forgotten how it worked. I somehow got 2 points. I think it's to do with synergy and playing eggs and that, but I, again, completely forgot that. I probably should have turned it off as a rule. But what the heck. Okay, these are the birds, the amount of numbers on the cards themselves. Then we have the bonus cards. Then we have the end of round goals, which I smashed, so good God. Then we have the number of eggs that everyone had. Then we have food on the cards. Holy shit, the owl is climbing. Tucked cards. Nectar. Oh, I was a bit worried then. And that's as quick sort of as possible as I can make it look at what Wingspan is. Again, if you like birds, you like board game, card game things, this kind of gives you all of that. You can, yeah, play it online via Steam with your friends. There is also, yeah, I'm sure there's now a physical version of this if you want to play it with friends on an actual table. No, I'm good. I don't need to save the game, thank you. Oh, thanks. Maybe later. I'll do that later. Can't actually pick, but fine, I'll do it now. I'll do it now. I'm doing it now. I want a free thing. I'm already following you. I'm already following you, you bum. Thank you. Oh, I've done it. I just needed to see itself. Cute. Very cute. I don't even know where that lives, actually, but you can change your backdrops. Like, I have got these. I think it might be actually in the game itself you set it up. But anyway, it's adorable. It's a lot of fun. I quite like, again, you can play it solo, you can play it with friends. Nice turn-based tabletop game. That has a lot of fun and, like, different outcomes and card synergy kind of things. So, yeah, if you like this kind of stuff, maybe give it a look. If you're watching on YouTube, it is in the video description. If you're watching on Twitch, it's pinned at the top. Yeah, I like this one a lot. I have got apparently 41 hours in it, and that's almost exclusively on the Steam Deck.